Namaste, everybody. I'm Tamal Dodge. Welcome to BODHI. This is Casey Newman. We're going to do an hour vinyasa practice today. We're going to start a little different on our bellies with our legs extended out. We're going to take our palms, or one palm on top of one knuckle, and you're going to place your forehead on top of that knuckle. And just let your body relax. Soften your jaw, your lips, your tongue. Let your heels gently fall outward. This is going to spin the inner thighs to the sky. It'll help soften the area in the sacrum. And we just close our eyes, finding our breath. Inhale, exhale. Paraka, Rajaka. Generally, we want to start our practice in some kind of passive position so that we're not pulling our attention away from the inhales and exhales, but we have that simple task of finding balanced breath, or samasvriti. Once you've found your natural rhythm, we'll take a big inhale through the nose, hold your breath at the top. Out of the mouth. Again, inhale deeply through the nose, holding at the peak. Let it go. Go back to breathing through the nose. Make your breath sound like you're fogging a mirror with your mouth shut. Find the audible ujjayi. So once you're here, you can extend your arms out to the sides like wings, palms face down. Keep your forehead onto the earth. Bend your knees so your feet point up to the sky. If you need to open your knees a little wider, you can. Drop both feet towards the right, and then to the left, and to the right, and to the left, just rocking side to side. You're going to feel the hips moving around, just kind of massaging out the lower back, bringing some mobility and elasticity to the knee joints. And we come to center, set the legs back on the floor, extended out. While you're here, take an inhale, lift your chest, your head, your arms, your legs. Keep your arms like wings. So the inner thighs spin up, the heels fall out. The tailbone should scoop towards your inner thighs. Noticing the pubic bone pressing into the floor, taking the back bend out of the lower back. So we're feeling it more in the upper spine. And then we can lift the arms maybe a little bit higher. That's going to help stamp the scapulas into the upper back and widens the collarbones. Take a big inhale. Then exhale, set it all down. Reach your arms forward. Rest the pinky finger sides of your hands on the floor. So you're karate chopping the outer edge of the hands, the wrists and forearms into the earth, and maybe even the elbows. On an inhale, lift your chest, your head, your arms, your legs, just again balancing on your hips and pubic bone. Same principles apply. The heels start to pull outward, the inner thighs move upward, the tailbone scoops downward. The biceps lift a little higher in line with the cheekbones. The shoulders soften towards your glute muscles. Warming up the erector spinae, multifidus muscles, everything that's running along the spine. Take a big inhale, then exhale, set it all down. Slide your hands by your short ribs so that your wrists are directly underneath the elbows. And we'll do low cobra. On an inhale, lift your chest 5 or 6 inches off of the ground. Exhale, lower your chest and chin to the floor. 2 more. Inhale, lifting cobra. Exhale, release. We got 1 more. Inhale and hold for this one, breathing. Float the hands an inch off the ground. So it's a suspended variation. Set the palms down, lower the head down. Let's come to all fours, hands and knees. Wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Forming a perfect table. Let's inhale, lift your head, dip the belly. Then exhale, tuck and round. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. On your own, you set the pace. Try to keep those arms straight and strong as you're rolling through the cat and cow. There's this tendency to make the movement mostly in the pelvis or mostly in the neck and the head. We're trying to unify everything together. What helps is keeping the base, the pegs of the pose, which is the upper leg bone, the femurs, and the arms that are in the floor. Let's come to a flat neutral back. Extend the right leg behind you, dorsiflex the right foot, and then spin the right inner thigh towards the sky. Take a big inhale, and as you exhale, bring the right knee to the nose, round in your upper back, pause. We're pressing the earth away, so there's a protraction in the shoulder, and if we're getting really detailed, there's a little plantar flexion of the foot. Then inhale, extend the leg back, dorsiflex the foot, lift the head, then exhale, knee to nose, plantar flex. On your own, flow freely. Let your breath be the guide of how fast or how slow you're moving. And your breath is like your own metronome. It keeps you honest throughout your practice. Let's meet with the leg extended back. Let's reach the left arm forward in a handshake fashion. Start to lengthen for a cross diagonal balance. So the right palm is pressing the earth away. We're wrapping the right upper outer arm back. We start to take the front ribs in, and you'll notice that starts to create a plateau in the upper back and the mid back versus dumping there. The right inner thigh is leading up to the sky. The neck stays long. The left upper outer arm starts to wrap down, so the left palm maybe angles up a bit. Take a big inhale, then exhale, set it all down. Turn your fingers to point towards your knees. So you're reversing the position of the hands. Take an inhale, lift the head, dip the belly. Then exhale, tuck and round, back and forth on your own. It's really warm in here today. Very tropical out here in North Carolina. I think I'm going to start sweating just from talking. So Casey's in for a little treat. Let's come to a flat neutral back. Turn your fingers to point forward. Extend the left leg behind you. Dorsiflex the left foot. Work the left inner thigh to the sky. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, knee to nose, plantar flex the foot. Then inhale, extend the leg back. Dorsiflex, lift the chest. Then knee to nose on your own. You know how this goes. We'll meet with the left leg extended back. Reach the right arm forward in a handshake fashion. So we've taken out two of the legs of your table. This requires us bringing attention to the core muscles. So the belly is going in, the front ribs are going in. The tailbone is drawing down, so the low belly starts to lift, it engages. Try to soften the face. Take a big inhale, then exhale, set it all down. We'll tuck your toes and just lift your knees an inch off the floor, just a little bitty bit. With the knees hovering a fraction off the floor, exaggerate, scooping your tailbone down towards the earth, towards the space between your knees. It's going to almost resemble a cat pose in your lower back. And we'll just see how long Casey can hold this for. If you're at home, you can get out your stopwatch and lower the knees to the ground. Beautiful. Climb up onto your fingertips. Take an inhale, lift your head, dip the belly. Exhale, tuck and round, back and forth. So this is another variation of cat-cow, so we're less dependent on driving weight down into our palms. Getting light on the hands requires creating more body awareness. Everything's about increasing our proprioception. We come to a flat neutral back, ground down the palms again. So if you have sensitive ankles or maybe old ankle injuries, you can tuck your toes, But if you have the mobility and strength in your ankles, keep the tops of the feet on the floor as they are and try lifting the knees an inch. Uh-oh. Scoop the tailbone towards the inner knees. Making it real. Belly in. Lower the knees, tuck the toes, find downward facing dog. Great job, Casey. So you can pedal at the heels a little bit, shift your weight side to side, do any fidgeting you like. And we just eventually come to this standstill where our legs are hips width apart and the heels disappear behind the toes. The arms are shoulder width apart, the fingers point forward, the hands spread nice and wide. The forearms get buoyant, they lift away from the floor. The upper outer arms carve down and around. This creates this beautiful horseshoe shape at the top of the pectoralis, and that's a sign that you're securing and stabilizing the shoulder girdle. The belly vacuums in, and then the hips and the thigh bones press back. Just take an inhale through your nose, holding the breath at the very top. Out of your mouth. Keep your feet where they are. Walk your hands to your feet to the back of your space. Take an inhale and glance out. Climb onto the fingers or work the hands at the shins. Then exhale, fold your body forward. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, glance out. Ardha. Exhale, fold in. Utthha. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Put a bend in your knees. Take your arms behind your back. Interlace the fingers. Pull your arms to the sky, and then maybe straighten the legs. We breathe. No rush. And they say like 60 to 75 seconds. At that point, your body starts to really acclimate and surrender to the pose. You start to reap the benefits. Do the same exact interlace with the hands, but with the opposite pinky, opposite thumb on top. So the smallest shift of the fingers. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, release your hands down to the ground. Walk both hands to the right. Pull the left hip back just a little bit, so we're deepening the lateral stretch across your left ribs, serratus, intercostals. Should feel really good. Then we switch sides. Walk your hands all the way to the left. Now we're pulling the right hip back in space. Walk your hands back to center. Let's find downward facing dog. So once you're in downward facing dog, let's lift your right leg up to the sky. Let's square the hips. Same thing as before. We dorsiflex the foot, work the right inner thigh up to the sky. Take a big inhale. And as you exhale, bring the right knee to your nose, shoulders over the wrist, pause. There's that plantar flex again. Then inhale, extend the leg back, dorsiflex. Then exhale, knee to nose, think cat pose, extend it back on your own, flow freely. 30 seconds. Arms stay straight, arms are strong. Of course, don't forget to breathe. Let's meet with the leg extended back. Keep your leg lifted. On an inhale, drift to a 3-legged plank and pause. Stack the shoulders over the wrists. Let the index fingers glide forward. Let the inner palm root down. Let the forearms start to draw towards each other. They're not going to move, but that energetic pull is going to help you engage your pectoralis. It's going to start to stabilize the upper body. And then the belly goes in. The tailbone scoops towards the inner thighs. And we breathe. Stay in plank, set the right foot next to left. Lean forward. Let's lower chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's lift the left leg up. Let's bring the knee to the nose, shoulders over the wrist. Think cat pose. Then inhale, extend it back on your own. Flow. You know, so often we try to get in this habit of just counting how many reps, which is good, but we're going for more of duration of time versus, you know, getting 10 or 15 of these in. Momi with the left leg extended back. Keep your leg lifted on an inhale, drift to a three-legged plank and hold. Notice if your left hip is higher than the right. Think about leveling everything out, stabilizing the pelvis, taking the belly and the front ribs in, getting longer through the crown of the head so we're getting a little bit more space in the back of the neck. Stay in plank, set the left foot next to right. Lean forward and lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So that looks great. Let's inhale, lift the right leg up. And as you exhale, bring the right knee under and across your body to your left elbow. Then inhale, extend it back. This time to the right elbow. Extend it back to the left elbow. Reach it back to the right elbow. Extend it back on your own, just like that. And the first 15, maybe 20 minutes of our practice is just about taking inventory, seeing the state of our body, seeing what's moving right, what's a little stiff, what's rigid. Not to mention working on just warming the body and enlivening it with air, oxygen. Let's meet with the right leg extended back. Keep your leg lifted. Walk your hands just halfway back towards your legs, halfway there. So you're in a short, funky variation of a three-legged downward facing dog. Now the tendency will be to climb up onto your fingertips. I want you to ground down both palms and 10 fingers into the floor. If anything, you can put a bend in your left knee to alleviate any excess strain that might be experienced in the muscle fibers in the hamstring. Breathe. Keeping your legs how they are, we're going to take your hands all the way back to your legs, all the way to standing splits. Slide the left hand to the left, slide the right hand to the right, cup the flow with the fingers, and then dip your chest, your sternum towards the left shin bone. Again, you can put as much of a bend in the left knee as you need. The thing we want to work on is leveling out the hips, so the right hip goes down, the right inner thigh goes up. Now draw your chest forward, bend the left leg enough so that your ribs cradle your left knee in quadricep, but keep the right leg straight. Take your hands at prayer in front of the heart. All the fun poses out the gate. Bent knee, my butt's on fire, warrior three. Heavy in the left big toe, active in the quads. Trying to stamp the inner right heel on the back wall. So that right leg is really straight, it's really strong. Interlace your fingers at your heart. Without touching the right foot to the ground, stand up, bend the right knee into your chest, loop your arms around the front of the right shin bone. Casey's sweating. Root down through the left big toe, and that's going to rebound off the floor, engaging her left leg, pulling in the belly, and then drawing the right knee closer towards her chest. Keep the right leg where it is. Reach your arms to the sky. Now, start to premeditate on crescent pose and then step the right foot to the front of your space. Once you're in crescent, you're going to press the right calf towards the right shin so the front knee's at 90 degrees, and then we're going to plug the right upper thigh bone, the femoral head back. Soften the back leg, start scooping the tailbone under, letting the frontal hip points lift, taking the pose out of the low back. Get those arms straighter, the shoulders softer, the breath a little deeper. Take a big inhale. And then exhale, hands come down to the ground. Let's step back to plank and let's lower chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. This looks great. So we'll lift the left leg up, bring the left knee under and across to the right elbow. Then inhale, extend it back to the left elbow. Reach it back on your own in that sequence. You know how this goes. Breathe. We'll meet with the leg extended back. Keep your legs where they are. Walk your hands halfway back towards your legs, just 50% of the way there. Ground down through the palms and 10 fingers. If anything, put a bend in your right knee. Look to level out the hips. So it's like we're not just jolting our body into standing splits, but we have this period of time, we're halfway there, in the hopes that we'll acclimate to it. It's like when you get in a jacuzzi and it's too hot, you start with your ankles first, then your knees. We're just warming up slowly. Keep your legs where they are. Walk your hands all the way to the right leg. Slide the right hand to the right. Slide the left hand to the left. Cup the floor with the fingers and then dip your chest, your sternum to the right shin bone. Let the elbows bend and flare out to the sides. Urdhva Prasrita Ekapadasana. So keep what you have, draw your chest forward, bend the right leg enough so that your ribs cradle the right knee and quad, but keep your left leg straight. Take your hands at prayer in front of the heart. There it is. Interlace your fingers together at your sternum. Without touching the left foot to the ground, stand up, bend the left knee into your chest, loop your arms around the front of that left shin bone. Pull the left knee in tight, scoop the tailbone under, so we're always checking the pelvis. Keep the left leg where it is, reach your arms to the sky. Now, start to plan your landing. Step your left foot to the front of your mat for crescent. Once you're in crescent pose, we sink into the front knee so it rests at 90 degrees. That means the knee is over the ankle and you feel a lot of your body weight driving down into the left heel and that translating and articulating to the mound of the left big toe pressing down. We soften the right leg. We find the posterior tilt. We hug in the outer hips. Take a big inhale. And then exhale, hands come down to the ground. Let's get out of there. Step back to plank. Let's lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take a big inhale through your nose and hold your breath at the top. Out of the mouth. Come up high in the toes. Bend your knees. Look forward. Exhale, step or hop. Inhale, glancing out. Exhale, folding in. Inhale, open the arms and rise to standing. Circle your arms overhead, palms kiss at the top. Prayer in front of the heart. Surya Namaskar, A. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, fold your body forward. Inhale, glancing out. Then exhale, step or jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So I'm going to take you through one more round. I'm going to trim some of the instruction off, and then we'll let you loose for a third round solo. But we'll get there in a moment. From here, let's come up high on the toes, bend your knees, look forward, exhale, step or spring. Inhale, glance out. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, open the arms and rise. Exhale, prayer in front of the heart. So just breath cues for this. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's come up high on your toes, bend your knees, look forward, step, float, or fly to the front. Inhale, glance out. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, open the arms and rise. Exhale, prayer in front of the heart. One round on your own. Once you finish, we will all meet in downward facing dog, regrouping there. Let's take a big inhale through the nose. Hold your breath at the top. And like a lion, stick out your tongue and let it go. Step your feet together. Let's drift to plank, top of a push-up. Kick both heels to the right. Send your left arm up. Lift the left leg off of the right, bend your left knee, and set the ball of your left foot on the floor behind you like a kickstand. Turn the left hand down, reach overhead. Lift from the chest, so it's more of like an upper back bend versus a lower back bend. Let's reach the left arm up, left hand down, come back to plank, top of a push-up, kick both heels to the left, send your right arm up. So we're lifting the right leg off of the left, we bend the right knee, set the ball of the right foot on the floor behind you, turn the right hand down, lift from the sternum. Find your way to plank, top of a push-up. Pause there. Let's go to your forearms. And ground down through the palms and the inner wrists. Tuck the elbows in a little bit more. Belly goes in some more. Tailbone scoops towards the inner thighs. Now, lift your right foot up. Point through your right toes. Plantar flex. Take the right foot off the mat and set it on the floor. Right foot off the mat, on the floor. Top of the foot. Toenails and everything. Now, you're going to slide the right leg all the way out to the right, up towards the shoulder, then slide it back towards the back edge of the mat, then out towards the shoulder on your own. Now you get it. We're flowing here. Just about 15 seconds of joy. Oh my goodness is right. I learned this in Pilates. Let's set the right foot next to left. Let's lift the left foot up, curl the left toes, set the left foot out on the floor. Slide the left leg out to the left, maybe up towards the shoulder, then slide it back, then slide it up on your own. Kind of feels awkward sometimes. Set the left foot next to right. One hand at a time, come back to plank, then back to downward facing dog. Let's inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, lunge the right foot between your hands. Drop your left knee to the floor, but keep your left toes tucked. Now reach your arms to the sky. We're going to connect the palms together, but separate the fingertips from touching. So I want you to drive the palms into each other, tractioning on stimulating the shoulders. It'll also help you engage the triceps. It starts to get the arms straighter, so the skin of the side body gets a little longer. Now, remember this position you're in now because you're going to come back to it. Inhale, lift the left knee up off the ground, then lower the left knee down. Then inhale, lift the left leg straightening, then exhale, lower, up and down on your own. I know what you're thinking right now. Good times. Lift me with the back knee off the ground. Take your hands at prayer. Hook your left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Twist. So now we want that back leg straight as can be. You're pressing the left thigh bone into the hamstring and pulling back through the inner left heel. We're taking the skin of the right hip and drawing it back. Notice how Casey's elbows are stacked. They're not staggered off. We're always lining joints over joints over joints. Now, think crescent, and on an inhale, come all the way back up. Then exhale, hands come down. Let's step back. Let's lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. This is where the sweat really starts kicking in, right here. Let's inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, lunge the left up between the hands. Drop the right knee, but keep the right toes tucked. Reach your arms to the sky. You know the drill. Glue the palms, separate the fingers. Press the palms into each other. Traction out the shoulders. Get the outer triceps into the picture. Soften the shoulders so the shoulders get out of the picture. People are like, I don't know what the picture is. What are we painting here? Now, inhale, lift the right knee. Then exhale, lower the right knee. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Up and down. Here we go. Working the hamstrings, the glutes, the quads. Let's meet with the back knee off the ground. Take your hands at prayer. Hook your right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Fire up your right leg. Straighten it out. We're trying to take that inner right heel and pull it back. Think about getting longer through your side body so we're not kind of funky twisting and back bending at the same time, just the rotation. Let's think crescent and inhale, come up, reach to the sky, unravel, then exhale, hands come down. Let's step back, let's lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take a big inhale through the nose. Hold your breath at the top. Out of the mouth. Come up high on the toes, bend your knees, look forward, exhale, step or spring. Inhale, glancing out. Exhale, folding in. Inhale, chair pose, sit low, reach high, Utkatasana. Exhale, stand up. Same exhale, prayer in front of the heart. Here we go. Inhale, chair pose, B series. Exhale to fold. Inhale, glance out. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, lunge it through, back heel down. Inhale, rise, warrior one. Exhale, hands come down. Let's step back, lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, rise, warrior A. Exhale, hands come down. Let's step back. Let's lower chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. So, we're going to do it again, but I'm going to let you loose for this one on your own. If you get lost along the way, you can always look at Casey or just completely make it up and wing it. Let's come up high on the toes, bend your knees, look forward, exhale, step or hop. Inhale, glance out. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, stand. Same exhale, prayer in front of the heart. It's all you this round. Once you finish, we will meet in downward facing dog, settling there. done, you're in downward facing dog. So from down dog, let's open your feet a little wider, maybe the edges of your mat. Let's drift to plank. Kick both heels to the right, send your left arm up. So your legs are staggered off on the floor. Turn the left hand down, reach over your head. The left bicep hangs pretty low, like an inch or two above the cheek. Inhale, reach your left arm up. Exhale, left hand down, switch sides, both heels to the left, send the right arm up. Turn your right hand down, reach over your head. Knit the front ribs in towards the back body. Inhale, reach your right arm up. Exhale, right hand down. Top of a push-up. Pause. Let's bring your feet and hips width apart. If you need to modify this next thing, you put your knees to the floor because we're going to do 350 push-ups. We're just going to do 3. So lean out. Let's lower halfway, elbows in. Push yourself back up. Oh, 2 more, lower halfway. Back on up. 1 more, lower halfway. Back up, and then downward facing dog. Let's inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, lunge the right foot between your hands. Back heel down. We're going to come up to warrior 1. Reach to the sky. So we set up front heel to back heel, but if you're having trouble squaring your hips, you can always walk your right foot more to the right. And that staggering of the stance is going to give you space. Obviously, the front knee's at 90 degrees. We're sealing the outer edge of the back foot so the inner left arch, calf and thigh lifts. Then we're taking the left inner thigh and you're spinning it back. So we're taking the left femoral head, it's a ball and socket joint there, and you're rotating the femoral head into the hip socket. The tail goes under, the front ribs go in, the back ribs lift up away from the kidneys. We take the arms behind your back, interlace the fingers, anchor the hands down, inhale, lift the chest, then exhale, fold your body to the inside of the right leg. Pull the interlaced hands to the sky. Let's inhale, come all the way back up to warrior 1, reach to the sky. We'll take our arms out in front of us like we're going to hug someone. Right elbow under the left elbow, intertangle. Either go knuckle to knuckle or palm to palm. If this isn't available, you can always just hug your body. Now, lift the elbows up, pull the forearms away from you. Follow with a big inhale, and as you exhale, dip your torso down towards the inner right thigh. So another variation of humble warrior. Just working the legs, opening the shoulders. Such a good stretch for the rhomboids that are built right between your scapulas, your shoulder blades. Let's inhale, come back up to warrior 1, untangle, reach to the sky. We'll take the hands to the hips, bump your back foot up a little bit, about 6 inches. Straighten both legs and turn your back foot to point forward even more. Now, you'll either make fists with your hands and press your knuckles together behind your back, or you get your palms to touch and flip the pinky finger sides of your hands in your spine and work them up towards your shoulder blades for reverse prayer. Whatever version you're doing, notice how your hands are pressing your back ribs in so that your front ribs thrust forward. So you take your front ribs in so your back ribs can move back and counter-resist against the hands. Take a big inhale, and as you exhale, fold your body forward. You can let your spine round out. Notice what that right hip is doing. Is it sneaking forward? Is it creeping forward? Because nobody likes a creeper. So let's pull that right hip back a little bit. Are the knees locked out? They should look straight, meaning that they're like 99.9% straight, but they're not completely straight. There should be this microscopic bend in them, so there's some buoyancy in the joint. And inhale, come all the way back up. Relax your arms, and then take your hands to your hip bones again. Inhale, lift the chest, then exhale, fold halfway forward, just the level of the hips. Elongate through the neck. Use the hands to manually square the hips. Then reach your left arm forward in a handshake fashion. If you have a block or book, you can always use it as an aid. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, left hand goes down to the inside of the outside of the right foot. Turn the chest towards the sky, then reach your right arm up for twisting triangle, Parivrita Trikonasana. If you can see your right hip and glute muscle, tuck it to the left so you can't see it. It's one of those poses we want to get longer and longer through the sides of the waist, sides of the neck. Find the symmetry of the arms running in line with the shoulder joints. Now, look about 12 inches in front of you. Place your left fingers or a block or a book there. Take your back foot off the ground for twisting half moon, Parivrita Ardha Chandrasana. Most people don't like this pose. It's really challenging. Fire up the back leg. It's got to be straight. Get softer in the jaw, softer in the trapezius. So it's like whenever one area of your body is activating, we've got to find another area to do the exact opposite. Create that passive quality. And we did this move kind of like this earlier before. But I want you to think about how you would get to a warrior three with your arms like airplane wings, and then take your left hand off the mat, get your torso and arms parallel with the floor. There it is. Without touching the left foot to the ground, stand up, bend the left knee into your chest, hug it in tightly with the arms, cramp asana. Keep the left leg where it is, reach your arms to the sky, kick the left leg straight, haya. Take a big inhale, then exhale, set the left foot next to right, hands come to prayer in front of the heart, shake it out. That was a good one. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, fold your body forward. Inhale, glance out, but as you exhale, just fold. Let's squat down on your tiptoes. We'll do Crow Bakasana. So feet together, knees wide, wedge your triceps on the shins, plant the palms, chaturanga the arms. The elbow stacks over the wrists, then one or both feet lift. It really helps to do a cat pose in your upper back here. Then you can lean forward more and straighten the arms more. Yep. Step back, shoot back, float back. Give it what you got. After the vinyasa, we all meet in downward facing dog. That was intense. Can't believe you guys did that. So let's inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, lunge the left foot between your hands, back heel turns down. Let's come up, warrior one. We take the arms behind the back, interlace the fingers the opposite way you did before, meaning the opposite pinky, opposite thumb on top. So it's the same kind of grip, just the different position of the fingers. Anchor the hands down, inhale, lift the chest, then exhale, fold the body to the inside of the left leg, pull the interlaced hands to the sky. I like to press my left ribs and shoulder against the inside of the left leg. That'll prevent the left knee from knocking inward. Roll the right shoulder down so it's level with the left. Let's inhale, come back on up, reach to the sky. Take a moment, and we extend our arms out in front of us. Left elbow under the right, intertangle for Eagle Garuda Asana. Elbows lift, the forearms pull away. Take an inhale, then exhale, refold your body forward. Take a bow. Take a bow, you're doing a great job. Let's inhale, come all the way back up, untangle, reach to the sky. Take your hands to your hip bones. Let's bump that back foot up a little bit. Straighten both legs, turn your right toes to point forward more. Now, again, knuckles behind the back, reverse prayer behind the back. It's completely up to you. We always have to check those front ribs going in. Square the hips forward, big inhale, then exhale, fold. Pyramid pose. Getting into those hammies. If you're really flexible, it's a great time to wipe your forehead on your shin bone, like Casey. Yoga pants have two purposes, but also apparently a yoga towel. Let's come all the way back on up. Relax your arms, take your hands to your hip bones. Inhale, lift the chest, then exhale, fold halfway forward. So think about the points of the thighs closest to your groin, the upper inner legs, and try to connect those like magnets. And notice how that's going to help manually steer the hips forward. Reach the right arm forward in a handshake fashion. Take a big inhale, and as you exhale, right hand down on a block or the floor or a book. Turn the chest to the sky, reach the left arm up. If you ever take JJ's class, he goes up, 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 up. You've got to do everything we did before. So I want you to look about 12 inches in front of you. Place your right fingers there, a book there, your block there. Take your back foot off the ground, twisting half moon. So notice if the right leg's kind of limp and bent like a wet noodle. You got to fire that leg up. Take the skin of that left hip and pull it back. This is where we premeditate on how we would get to a warrior three with our arms parallel to the floor and a torso square to the floor. Then take your right hand off the mat and go for it. Yes, the leg burner. When your legs are burning, at least you know your legs are alive. Without touching the right foot to the ground, stand up, bend the right knee into your chest, hug it in tightly with the arms. Ouchie, yeah. Keep the right leg where it is. Reach your arms to the sky. Kick your right leg straight. Try to get that right leg the height of the hips. Take an inhale, lift the right leg more. Exhale, set it next to left. Pray you're in front of the heart. Shake it out. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, glance out, but this time as you exhale, just fold. Squat down on your tiptoes. Sit your butt on your yoga mats. Extend your legs straight out in front of you. Grab a hold of your butt. Move your glutes back. Move the bottoms of your thighs out. Inhale, reach your arms up. Sit up tall. Then exhale, hinge and fold forward. Paschimottanasana. And breathe. Cool down time. Take your forward bend as a time to create a definitive line in your practice. From all the intense physicality, from the heat, to the calm and serene aspects of our practice, de-escalating everything. The breath is slowing down. The mind is slowing down. We did so many poses that really warmed your hamstrings. All those crescents, all the warriors, all the warrior threes and standing splits. And from here you can sit up. Let's scoot forward, lay on your back. Once you're on your back, hug your knees into your chest. We'll take happy baby, arms go split between your legs, hold the outer edges of your feet and pull your knees down by your ribs. If you can't hold onto the outer edges of your feet, you can always grab your ankles or the backs of the knees. Notice if your butt is lifting up, think about gluing your sacrum into the floor. Hug your knees to your chest. Set your feet on the floor, heels to the butt, plant the palms, lift the hips, bridge pose. So you can either plant the palms and press them into the earth for this one, or you can rest the pinky finger sides of your hands on the floor and karate chop the outer edges of your hands, wrists, and forearms into the earth. The tail draws forward, the inner thighs roll down. If you want a deep back bend, you can take upward bow, Urdhva Dhanurasana as an alternate. Go for it, Casey. Go big. Casey's being so conservative for the last few classes we've shot, doing that bridge. Let that upward bow fly. Take a big inhale, then exhale, come on down. Hug the knees to the chest. So keep your knees into your chest, take your arms out to the sides like cactus arms. Look to the right, drop both knees to the left. To really feel this pose, or this version of twisting, you want to draw your right shin bone in line with the left. So the right starts to pull further out. We'll switch sides. Drop both knees to the right, look to the left. Bring your knees back up into your chest. Hug them in with the arms. Place your forehead onto the knees. Let's take a big inhale through your nose and hold it at the top. Squeeze everything, all tension, all stress into one tight little ball. And then let it all go. Sprawl open. Shavasana. You've arrived. Let your body rest. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunjabi Hare Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhare Yasoda Nandana Rajajana Ranjana Jamunatira Vanachare Jaya Radha Madhava Kunjabi Hare Gopi Janavalava Girivardhare Yasoda Nandana Rajajana Ranjana Jamunatira Vanachare Nama Om Vishnupa Daya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Jayatam Srimate Katiyani Devidasi Kripa Abdaye Titanam Bando Radha Krishna Padakamola Devi Jaya Jaya Namo Namo Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Shri Gadhidhara Vasudeva Bhaktavinda. Together, take a big inhale through your nose. Hold your breath. Let it go. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, bring movement back to the body. And with your eyes still shut, you can roll over to whatever side you like. And with your eyes still closed, come up to seated. Sit up tall, take your hands at prayer in front of the heart. Follow your breath. In life, it is so easy to get carried away with our pride. We have this false sense of self. And then we think that we can approach spiritual life with our chest out, our head high, and a mind thinking that it knows everything. When in all sastra, or scripture, it says we have to approach God the exact opposite way. With a heart of humility and a state of mind where we feel that we don't know everything. We emptied our cup. When we approach spiritual life from this angle, we can make great progress. Food for thought. Take a big inhale. Hold your breath. And let it go. Namaste.